Doing your homework so that you actually learn from it involves 3 basic steps. First, you skim over it, you define the things you don't know. Second, you summarize every paragraph in your own words. And finally, you answer the questions associated with it. The first read through, I'm just highlighting words that I don't know. I'm either going to use a dictionary or the super helpful footnotes in this textbook to define all of the words I didn't know in a notebook. The notebook is where all of my notes are going to happen for this, except for the textbook answers, which has space for me. So I'm defining all the words I don't know here. Now I'm ready to actually read the text. Summarize the first paragraph with 1 sentence. Summarize the second paragraph with 1 sentence. Summarize the third paragraph with 2 sentences. The first one is summarizing the whole thing up until that point, and the second sentence is summarizing just paragraph 3. Now I'm going to repeat that method for paragraphs 4, 5, 6 until I'm done with the whole text. You will have written, for the most part, 2 sentences for every single paragraph that you've read in that text. That seems like a lot. It does take more time, but you get good at it as you go. And it actually saves time in the end because you are spending more time learning the material when you're actually reading. You're spending more time understanding the text. I'm going to post a video link in this video to a professor explaining how and why to use this method. Notice that I'm also using the My Notes section of my textbook, basically just the side of the page, to capture important pieces of information inside these really big paragraphs here. As you can see, paragraph 7 is really huge. And so I basically made tiny little notes about everything that happens in paragraph 7. That way, when I go back to my notebook, it's easier for me to write my summary. Now we're finally ready to answer the textbook questions. Notice that I didn't tell you to answer the textbook questions first. I wanted you to read those at the end. The point of the textbook questions isn't to force you to read the textbook so that you can get a grade on something. It's to make you think more deeply about the thing that you just read. We did steps 1 and 2 so that you could have already read the text deeply. The questions are going to help you think differently than the way you already think about reading this text. It's going to ask you questions about how the author created deeper meaning inside of their work. Use complete sentences when you answer these. I should be able to tell what the question was without having to read the question.